Psalm 23 is a poetic affirmation of trust in God's faithfulness, offering encouragement and peace to believers. It portrays God as a caring shepherd and a generous host, providing for and protecting his people. The psalm is often recited in times of trouble, offering comfort and reassurance of God's presence and guidance. 1. Verses 1-3. David begins by describing the Lord as his shepherd, who meets all his needs. Like a shepherd leads sheep to green pastures and still waters, God provides rest, sustenance, and spiritual renewal. He also leads David along righteous paths for the sake of his name, symbolizing God's guidance in living a holy life. 2. Verse 4. Even in the darkest and most threatening circumstances, the valley of the shadow of death, David expresses confidence in God's protection. God's rod and staff, tools used by shepherds to guide and protect their sheep, bring him comfort, signifying divine guidance and care. 3. Verses 5-6. The imagery shifts from shepherd to host. God prepares a feast for David in the presence of his enemies, anointing his head with oil and filling his cup to overflowing. This symbolizes God's abundant blessings, even in challenging times. David concludes with assurance that God's goodness and mercy will follow him all his life, and that he will dwell in God's presence forever. God's provision. The psalm emphasizes that God meets the physical, emotional, and spiritual needs of his people. God's guidance. Like a shepherd, God leads his people on righteous paths. God's protection. Even in dangerous or dark situations, God's presence brings safety and comfort. God's blessings. The overflowing cup and prepared table signify God's abundant care and generosity. Eternal relationship with God. The psalm ends with the promise of eternal fellowship with God,